Hi, I'm Dan from Reecoil.
Hi, I'm Dan from MediArb.
This is the patent pending Deploy Trauma Kit that's been developed in partnership with MediArb as well as other veterans around the world. So the Deploy Trauma Kit was designed because a very good friend of mine hit himself in the left arm with a saw when he was at height. He was about 20 meters up a tree. It was a pine tree with a very low top but very extended branches, so he was a long way out. He was lanyarded into the branch and unfortunately he hit himself in the left arm. It wasn't an easy situation to deal with because he couldn't easily get down and people couldn't easily get up to rescue him. So he had to try and get out of that situation by himself without medical equipment with him. So I designed the Deploy Trauma Kit as a one hand, one access piece of equipment so that if one arm is incapacitated for whatever reason, then you can still get the full contents by just reaching behind your back and deploying it round to the front. So the Deploy Trauma Kit is a one hand, one action deployable trauma kit that fits to the back of the Audax and it fits to the back of a climbing harness. And the way it functions is, if an accident occurs and you've injured one arm and only have the use of the other arm, what you can do is reach behind your back. You'll find a rubberized ID strip on the deployment tab, so you know that you're grabbing onto the correct sling. Reach behind your back, pull it, and it will deploy out the internal pouch so you can bring it round to the front. And on the front of this, to open it up, still one-handed, tear it open. It doesn't matter if you drop that because it's lanyarded to you. Open up your stage tourniquet and correctly fit it, lock it off, and if you can get down from the tree now, get down from the tree. If you're stuck in the tree, then you've now given yourself time to be rescued.
So when you receive your Deploy Trauma Kit, the first thing you need to do is get an understanding of what products are inside. So let's open it up. When you open it up, you will see that you received 1x Salox Rapid Hemostatic Gauze. You'll receive a pair of gloves, a 4-inch Israeli dressing, and the tourniquet of choice in this is the CAT tourniquet. As you can see, when you receive this product, it's in a concealed, wrapped, brand new sealed tourniquet. So the first thing you need to do is get an understanding of how to prep your tourniquet ready for use. Let's have a look at that now. So the first thing you're going to do is open it all up, get rid of the instructions, get rid of the wrapper, because you should be familiarized with this tourniquet already. So from here, to prep your tourniquet for use, you're going to open it up. This loop here, you want to sort of size it up to your sort of largest limb. Okay, and the way I do that, okay, taking into consideration chainsaw pants or whatever sort of baggy clothing you may be working, okay, give yourself a nice little loop here. Pull this tag through enough to come back down on the Velcro itself here. And it's normally, for me, it's normally about 7-8 inch. Then from here, all I'm going to do is fold that back on itself, and that there is just when we deploy it, we've got something to pull. From here, you're going to fold the tourniquet in half. So you've got your locking system here, fold it nice and flat all the way down, okay, and then you're going to fold the tourniquet, Velcro on Velcro, to sort of lock it all inside like that, and then your windlass will just sit in the locking system just like that there. That is your tourniquet prepped, ready for use. From there, that can go back into your kit, like so. If you did have to use it one-handed, okay, all you'd have to do is pull this out of the kit itself to deploy it, put your hands in the back strap here, thumb on the folded end sort of strap. It's just a location thing. So when we flip it opens that loop up. That then can go onto your arm. This here will be folded over, you just pull nice and tight. That then can go round, get that tourniquet nice and tight. You can then twist, and once you're happy, lock it off, okay? And that is you, preserve life, ready to get down out of the tree or get further care.
So the Deploy Trauma Kit being a one hand, one action accessible trauma kit, has got a very specific method for fitting to harnesses or your hydration packs, and also a very specific method packing for deployment. So on the back, we've got a MOLLE attachment system, which has 2 vertical straps, which will alternately weave between these webbing strips on the back and your harness. And I'm going to show you how to pack this to correctly deploy. So the outside of the pack basically acts as a compression system to create a compact, low profile trauma kit on the back of your harness. And when I open this up, it has got an internal pouch which basically acts as a tool wrap for the medical contents. So to pack this for deployment, what you're going to do is you're going to take a staged cat tourniquet, you're going to take a 4-inch Israeli bandage, you're going to take your hemostatic gauze and your gloves and put them into the corresponding locations. For the cat tourniquet, with it staged, what you can do is compress the top and bottom of it down so it's basically the same height as the windlass. Pack your Israeli bandage next to it, and we're going to fold up the bottom section so it wraps it up. And you're going to fold down the top section, and what you'll end up with is essentially a tool wrap full of the medical kit, which is what gets pulled around from the back to the front in an emergency. To pack this into the outer pouch, to prep it for deployment, what you're going to do is you're going to locate the deployment tab, which has got this rubber section on it for easy identification. You're going to feed the lanyard down into the external pouch, and you're going to put this tool wrap pouch and feed it all the way down into here. Then what you're going to do is you're going to locate these buttons on the outer pouch, compress everything down on one side, do that button up, and don't be afraid to compress the contents, because this is what this outer pouch is designed for. Compress the contents, fold this over and attach the button on the opposite side. And what you're starting to do is you're starting to compress the contents which goes into the Deploy Trauma Kit. Now you're going to take the Deploy tab with the rubber strip, pull it vertically all the way down the Velcro, and then take the cover and pull that all the way down tight. And what you're left with is the Deploy Trauma Kit with the deployment tab facing out of the section at the bottom. And this is what you pull on to get the contents out of this in the event of an emergency.
The Deploy Trauma Kit is available in UK and Europe, distributed via MediArb. You can find this Deploy Trauma Kit in the Honey Brothers store or online today.